Where do we go? Let's start demo. Okay, in any case, yeah, that was Dr. Stone ending that I was humming. Anyway, so there's actually quite a bit to talk about. Quite a bit to talk about. Where do I even start though? Well, first of all, I mean, I had lunch at 5:30 and then I had dinner at like 11:10 or something. And my new monitor came in, so I needed a new monitor because the old one was yeah, it was breaking anyway. Like there was like lines of distortion and stuff like that anyway. But also, I mean, the monitor itself wasn't really good in terms of color. So I had some friends recommend me a new one and got an IPS monitor. So I just installed it today and had to do a bit of troubleshooting because I don't know how the monitor works. Uh, it's a FreeSync with 75 hertz, costing me 120 plus tax and plus the blah blah blah. Anyway, point is though, point is, uh, the difference that I'm seeing is that it has more contrast than the other monitor, and the colors are a bit different anyway, just a tiny bit, but that's how it should be anyway. Uh, but I mean, it doesn't have like the color correction out of the box like the Asus um those art ones. I forgot what they were called, Art Pro or something, Pro Art. I think that's what they were called. Anyway, cheapest Pro Art one was 200, or sorry, $300. Let's just say $300 in Canadian. Uh, and yeah, it sucks. Anyway, um, I mean, it sucks that it costs that much anyway, because it has 100% sRGB and it comes color corrected out of the box. I guess that's where all the cost goes anyway. It's like that chair, the Herman Miller chair. Like that, the Herman Miller chair costs $1,000 plus or whatever, just because it gets delivered fully built out of the box. So they just send you a giant box with the chair in it and fully built without having to do any assembly. And that's apparently the reason why it costs $1,000 plus. Uh, I don't know how much it would have costed if you needed to assemble it, but I would have rather assemble it myself for sure. Uh, you know. Anyway, what was I getting at? Oh yeah, sorry, I was like going off. I made this last night anyway, and you know how yesterday I said um, that I really wanted to make muscly, uh, Beijing, sorry, muscly, beautiful guys. Anyway, because it's for this is my main OC. The hair is just stylized sketching, I guess you could call it. It's not like because I like spiky hair has a lot of layers anyway, and yeah, this was my way to visualize the many layers of the spiky hair anyway. Um, And I spent a lot of time sketching this. I think it turned out all right. I do think it could be better anyway. Of course, but you know, I'm very proud with this first result. It took quite a while. Uh, oh, but yeah, I had a lot to do today, huh? Yeah, and then uh, did take a nap in the afternoon. It's like my mind is so jumbled. I'm forgetting everything that I want to say. That's why I keep cliff notes. Anyway, so let's see. I never got to how I went about doing the mountain training. So basically, on the day of that I said that I'm gonna do mountain training, I made a planner, a day planner, and then I asked my friends for some recommendations on tutorial videos to watch. But this is for like when I don't have anything to do, basically. Like when I'm out of ideas or like I'm not seeing any more improvement is when I use these. But and then let some friends know that I'm off the internet for a month, so they'll know what's up when I'm not on at all, and then just do it. And then on the night of, I started the training when I went to sleep. So I turned off the Wi-Fi on my phone, and when I was sleeping, or when I was trying to sleep, I kept on trying to browse for nothing. It was working anyway. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is definitely working. Otherwise, I'd be browsing all night or whatever. Instead, I spent all night trying to sleep. Really, it's like spent all night until like 4:30 a.m. or something like that. That was on the first night though, and boy was that like weird. Oh man, even during that even that night, like had a really weird dream. Like I had a dream where everybody I knew was celebrating my birthday. Like it felt really nice. It's not a dream that ever comes by, I feel like. Like at the very least I don't remember any dreams like that. But yeah, it just goes to show how much of a big change this path uh is leading into, I feel like. I mean, it's not just I feel like I know it's a big change. But it's been really working out. However, I did do a little bit of cheating here and there. I've browsed today about 3 times. Like I actually turned on the internet and browsed like artworks and stuff like that because I just really felt the need for it or something. But in any case, though, uh, also I'm recording this at like 1 a.m. when I should have been doing it at like 10 p.m., 9 p.m., 11 p.m. Thing was that, uh, man, like again, long day. Uh, did I went to the gym for like 2 hours or something or whatever because I decided to like write a story and got caught up in it. And then I had to set up the monitor, right? That takes a while because I have to do a little bit of cleaning. I have to get rid of one of the monitors to uh, clean up the wires and whatnot. Um, but after setting it up though, oh, and also I have to like put the monitor together. And then after setting up though, it was not too bad. I realized after doing my dailies on Genshin, which was like at 11 p.m. or even maybe midnight or something. Anyway, I was doing dailies, just condensing resin. That's all. So I did that. Oh yeah, no, I couldn't just condense resin because like I had max condensed resin, so I had to use them up, right? So I was it's good doing domain, okay, running domains, whatever, artifact domain. And then like my screen was doing screen tearing. I was like, oh right, I gotta set up the monitor. I gotta set it up, right? So I had to there's no FreeSync option on the NVIDIA control panel. So I had to like do a little bit of research, ask my friend for help. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you change connection cable, like HDMI cable anyway. See if that works, and then also check the monitor's settings. Like it has its own settings. Like all monitors have their own settings, right? And I missed it. I missed the FreeSync because I didn't go to game adjust. That's the option that was on the monitor setting that I had to go to. I didn't realize that until I went to on some article to find what they did. And the article's like, oh yeah, check the display's on board settings or blah blah on screen settings. And then it's like, here, look, there should be some like gamer settings or something. And then like when I went, I was like, oh, there's nothing like gamer settings here. But then I see game adjust. I was like, what's game adjust? Okay, let's go to game adjust. Like I did see it in the first place, but for some reason my mind told me no, that's not it. Like my mind does that. Like that's what happens when you're a 70% student. I say this all the time. I'm a 70% student, and the reason I'm like that, I'm a 70% student, is because I'm always missing something. And so it's like, you know, you get 70% right, but then the other 30% you miss. That's a lot of percentage to miss, right? So sometimes I'll miss like one really important detail that I shouldn't have because I just decided to skip out on it. That's what happened. Yep. Uh, yeah, I'd love to change that someday. Just like I have to check everything, you know. That's what an A plus student would do. They would check every single nook and cranny. But you know, I mean, that's how I fill in for my own weakness. I ask around and I do research. So that's how I have to fill in that 70% gap. Or I mean, that 30%. No, that's how I have to fill in that 70% to make up for that 30% gap. The 30% that I'm missing, I have to make up for it by doing some weird ass going around town kind of deal, you know? Like I'm just like running around town to get the same answer when I could have just checked every nook and cranny in the one place that I should have looked. But in case, yeah, so that's that. It took a while though to like deal with that. And then let's see. Well, other than that, you know, not bad, not bad. I cheated like 3 times, but I realized that doing this, like, I mean, going to going to force myself to like not have internet, but then like I go on the internet a little bit of times, but like I tell myself to get off as soon as possible, right? Uh, it's really not that different from my regular life. um, in terms of how I live it anyway, it's just the only difference is that I'm getting disciplined more. That's it. Like other than getting disciplined more, it has not changed much. Um, in terms of lifestyle, that is. But in terms of progress, though, I'm getting a lot of progress done. A lot of progress. Man, this has already become 15 minutes, so I'm gonna end it off here. I wanted to talk about other things, but you know, I've got 28 days more to talk about other things. Also, I should mention also that so like there's like this really eventful streamer that does Master Duel. And I'm really like into Master Duel, right? Yu-Gi-Oh. So he's the streamer Decade is streaming on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday for the pack opening, Thursday for the tournament. And I plan to attend both of them, so it's like taking a break from the mountain training for 2 days basically. That's what it's like. But yeah, because like he doesn't stream much anyway, was like every time he streams, it's basically an event. And so I don't want to miss out. Also, he always sets his VODs to subscriber mode only, so like only subscribers can watch. And I'm like, damn, I'm not a subscriber, so I don't get to watch this anytime I want. No? But in any case, anyhow, gotta end it off now. It's been, wow, I just like, it's all because of all those you know, like, but if it weren't for those, I'd probably save like 3 minutes at least. Anyway, have a good night. Sorry, I always like send these out to be released in the daytime, so it's not really good night for you. It's good night for me. But see ya. Uh, yeah. Until next time. Until next time.